listening to The Gender Rebels.
I'm Kathleen, a cis woman and ally.
And I'm Faith, a trans woman.
Gender Rebels is a question and answer podcast that explores life outside the gender binary.
A big thanks to our Patreon supporters.
If you'd like to support the show, go to patreon.com/genderrebels. Hey everyone, I'm Kath.
And I am Faith.
Faith, what's up?
No news. There's been literally no news in the world at all.
Nothing has
Everything
happened.
is standard and fine, right?
Everything's okay.
A-okay. Great. Thanks for checking in.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
All right, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, wait. I just remembered there's that coronavirus.
We have a plague. We have quarantine in place.
Yep. It's literally been the only topic of conversation for the past 3 weeks. I don't think I've discussed anything else with anybody, which kind of, it got to a point where I'm like, can we talk about something else? But I'm sorry.
But then I couldn't think of anything else.
We're going to get, so we wanted to do, since we know a lot of y'all are probably like us, stuck inside your house, working from home. I hope you haven't been in a situation where you're in the service industry and you're hit hard, because I know that's happened to a lot of people.
I know some of you are, and we're sorry. Hope we get through this soon.
I would say to everyone out there, if you can, to the extent possible, try to support your local businesses, especially, your local restaurants and things. To the extent possible, I know that we all don't have the money to eat out or to order in food every night or something, but,
if you do,
do that. And don't go to McDonald's or Chipotle or Texas Sizzler or, whatever. Don't go to a chain. Go to your local places if you can.
Before we get started on our coronavirus episode, do we have any patrons?
We do. Thank? We have some awesome patrons. I want to thank Ella X or LX.
LX makes me want to have sex.
Good. Anahi V.
Will never leave me.
And Ariana or Ariana C.
Ariana C. floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee.
They do. That's my understanding of the situation.
I've heard of Ariana C.
So we wanted to make this is 5 tips for trans girls. 5 tips for trans girls on how to get through quarantine. All right, this is just the trans girl version. We are also hoping to do a trans guy version as well. And first of all, let's go through those 5 things. Quarantine ain't easy. You gotta socially distance yourself. You gotta stay in. As much as I know you're like, I need to go to the Zeppelin repair convention.
Right.
It's ZepRepCon.
ZepRepCon.
It's coming up. And
we were all looking forward to it, okay? This is a blow that has hit a lot of us.
The new T-34 wrenches are coming out.
The 86 quad.
Oh, the quad. Oh my God, they were going to have a whole thing.
Oh, an unprecedented level of stability. Did you see the demonstration online where they're stacking wine glasses?
Oh, I know. It's insane. And also,
going to be life-changing.
There was going to be that talk with Miriam Donaldson. Miriam Donaldson, for those in the ZepRep business, I don't have to tell you, the importance of her work.
Like, just to breathe the same air. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. The same Zeppelin oil fumed air.
But none of us are going to Queensland, okay?
We're not going to Queensland. We're not going to ZepRep. It's
going to be all online, and that's fine. But that's all it's ever... Life has changed.
Life has changed.
We're at war.
Yeah.
We have a common enemy.
It is the virus.
It is the virus.
Yeah. So these are some ways that you guys, specifically our girls, can... some 5 tips. 5 tips for quarantine and self-isolation and being safe during this pandemic. All right. Number 1, I'm going to tell you this. Avoid lip gloss. Do you know why you need to avoid lip gloss?
Is it infected?
No, your lip gloss is probably not infected. The reason is if you do lip gloss, you're going to get hair stuck on your face. And that's going to be so annoying, and you're not going to be able to get it off because you can't touch your face.
Oh.
And it's just going to be like hair stuck on your glossy, sticky lips. And they're going to taste like strawberry and look shiny, and it's going to be awesome, but you're going to have those like hair stuck to it, and you can't move it because don't touch your face.
That's the thing. And you'll be moving your lips to try to get the hair off it, and that's going to ruin that beautiful lip glossy look because your face will be contorted like a monster trying to get out of a bear trap. So we're going for a matte lip.
And even go for a matte lip. Matte lip's the way to go during this pandemic time. And you're not going to get that weird streak where the hair where the hair slides the gloss right across your face. You end up with this little shiny pink
like a whisker
line.
Almost. Yeah. It's so gross.
It's so gross.
Alternately, can you wear lip gloss but have a ponytail, bun, or braid?
I suppose so, but, you got to make sure that's a good ponytail, bun, or braid.
It's true. And our bewigged sisters will have a harder time with that.
Yeah. So don't touch your face.
Just
unless
leave
you
the
need
lip
to.
gloss until after.
Before you do your makeup, wash your hands. 20 seconds. And that means 20 seconds of lather, guys.
Moving the hands around.
Get between your fingers. Get under your nails. Get that little crook by your thumb.
Get that whole meaty bit at the base of your thumb. You got like a chicken leg there. Swoop, swoop, swoop. Get that.
That's 20 seconds of lather. Like, get a little water on there. Bring some soap in. Lather 20 seconds. Rinse. And then you can do your makeup. Okay, and then do some lotion because your hands are going to be dry.
You need lotion. Yeah.
Yeah. Lotion is girl's best friend during this pandemic. Lotion and ventilators. Hopefully you don't need one. All right. What's our next one, Kath?
Next one, you're going to use a 5% bleach solution to sanitize frequently used things. Things you're touching. Your hands,
Not your hands.
All the washing. Right. But
you're going to touch stuff. Anything you're touching with.
You want to get your light switches. You want to get your doorknobs. You want to get your faucets. You want to get your favorite chokers. You definitely want to get your thigh highs. Just give that a wipe down once a day, maybe twice, if it's sort of a high traffic thigh high. But it's important that the things that you are touching with your washed
constantly
hands
touching
are also clean.
All those chokers.
Yeah. Keep all the chokers clean. And you really want to focus on the latch of the choker because that's really where you're touching most of the time.
Definitely. And so if you can get bleach, mix it with some water. Make sure you're hitting all of that.
Yeah, it's going to be rough on our goth sisters because the bleach is going to affect the choker, especially got one of those nice black velvet chokers. If your thigh highs are maybe the black and white horizontal stripes, for sort of a whimsical, cartoonish goth look, it's not going to be pretty.
It's not going to be pretty, but
and that's just how it is.
You got to be safe. Next, be sure and report any stores that are price gouging for pickles.
It's really...
We all need our pickles.
Like, I get supply and demand. And I get capitalism. I do. And it's... And I know they want to feed their families, too.
They do.
And we're all in this crisis together, but it is unconscionable.
Pickles, no more than $5 a jar.
Yeah.
Except
Unless
here in New York, I have seen some $7, $8 jars.
If we're talking fancy, artisanal pickles, you know what? I'm willing to pay for quality, but you've got to be sure that you're paying for quality and you're not paying some absurdly inflated price. So now what this requires is you to have paid a little bit of attention in the bad old days. No, in the good old days.
The good old days.
Before all this went down.
Yeah.
What was the standard pricing on pickles before this ridiculous price inflation started?
If you're bored inside, you could also use this time to make your own pickles. Get some garlic, get some vinegar, get some cucumbers.
Dill.
You could, some dill if you want dill pickles. A lot of recipes online. You can make them yourself. That's a fun way. If you can't get pickles because the store's sold out, try salt and vinegar chips. They are also a nice way to get your salt.
Your sour kick.
And your sour kick.
Yeah.
Obviously, salt and vinegar chips have way more calories than pickles, but still.
How many calories do pickles have?
0 calories in pickles. Actually, it's probably like 1 calorie per pickle, but or less than 1. So Salt and vinegar chips, yeah, probably higher, but you could also make your own pickles, which it could be a fun way to do things. I like to cook in pickle brine. I save my pickle brine. Kath actually gets annoyed because I'll have like 20 jars of pickle brine, and she's right.
She's not even exaggerating. Literally 20 jars. I pulled them all out and lined them up on the table to count them once.
So I actually tried to condense them down to like 2 jars of pickle juice. But you can actually, if you eat chicken and you want to do fried chicken, cooking's great during this time. We did bread.
We made bread, y'all, with yeast and everything.
So one thing you can do is take your pickle juice and brine a chicken breast in that, right, for 30 minutes. Don't go longer than 30 minutes. And then fry that up. Boom, you've got hate-free Chik Fil A. Now, I follow any regular fried chicken recipe, because that's basically just you're going to do some shortening or whatever in the flour and the egg, and boom, you're going to do your fried chicken. But the pickle brining is how you make Chik Fil A.
That's the secret.
That's the secret.
It is juicy and delicious. If you've done any brining, you know how much it helps your meat. But
so good.
Oh, it's so good.
And I would make those. Make them super crispy. I would put them on a bun, toasted bun maybe,
or
with
griddled.
Oh yeah, with a little bit of pickle, couple little pickle slices, and I do. They don't do this at Chick-fil-A, but I do half mayo, half hot sauce.
So like a spicy remoulade.
Like a spicy, kind of like a remoulade. I actually will even put a little bit of pickle juice in that, which I guess is a little similar to a remoulade. But I like it like a really, really spicy mayo on that.
You can look in the show notes for a link to a recipe that is a really good duplicate for Chick-fil-A minus the homophobic hate. It tastes even better.
It does. It tastes so much better without the hate. The hate really does.
It's an unpleasant tang.
It is. This tastes like hate. Which hateful bastard's cooking this food?
Oh no.
So you may have seen a lot of people with face masks on. I saw someone the other day wearing a hardware store face mask, and I'm like, wait, what do
you mean by hardware store?
Like, if you're like working with sawdust.
Oh, I mean, I think
instead of a medical one.
There's still similar
purposes.
The funniest is when someone's wearing a Korean face mask. And they're like, for protection. and you're
it's
like,
the weird plastic panda bear face.
You're wacky.
So as the CDC said, if you're a healthy person, you don't need to have a face mask on. They do nothing for healthy people.
As of today, which is the 23rd of March, anything could change after. But yes, for now, healthy people don't need face masks.
So if you're using that mask...
Unless you're taking care of sick people.
Yes. If you're using that mask, you're taking it away from someone else who might need it more. Yeah. So don't go buy those,
Definitely don't
hoard
those.
Other people, like medical professionals, need those. Okay? Because there's nurses and doctors and other people, nurse practitioners. What are the other people who...
Physician's assistants.
Physician's assistants. There's a lot of medical personnel who work long hours for not enough pay, and these guys are amazing.
And they need their personal protective equipment.
Need this stuff more than you do, okay? Because they're seeing sick people every day, guys. So don't hoard these masks. Don't buy them if you see them, because medical personnel need them more, okay? But here's the thing. If you are sick, go to the CDC's website and see what they recommend. So, masks, not useful for healthy people. They are still useful. They might still be useful for trans girls for a couple of things. One is if you want to do cosplay of Rin Tosalka from Nemesis. I don't know anime. I googled an anime character who wears a mask because I've seen a lot of cosplay girls do those. So if you want to make a cloth mask, if you're doing your Nemesis cosplay, use a cloth mask. Don't use an actual medical mask. Make one yourself out of cloth, all right? It'll look better anyway. I think that character's mask is black anyway.
Or do the thing where you wrap a scarf around your face. Yeah, which isn't sufficient, but if you want to do your cosplay, do your cosplay.
And the only other thing that I can think masks might be good for is if you run out of foundation and you can't get any more, a mask will actually hide some beard stubble. Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna
or
work
just shave
even
very
better.
closely.
Yeah,
You know. Lastly, guys, one of the major things that everyone is saying is, and by everyone, I mean like the CDC and other people who know what the fuck they're talking about. Your aunt on Facebook doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about unless she happens to work for the CDC.
Yes.
Aunt Linda knows what she's talking about. Aunt Bethany is full of shit. Okay, so everyone, the important thing is stay calm. And remember that social distancing is important. We've got to self-isolate. We've got to self-quarantine. We've got to socially distance ourselves to the extent that we can. This is a sacrifice that we can make, guys. And I know a lot of us may be essential, may need to be going out to work. Thank you for doing that. If you're one of those employees, that is essential and needs to be going out, that's awesome. Thank you for what you're doing right now. But for everyone else, staying inside is great. Stay inside. Don't see people. Don't be around people. You're protecting yourself and you're protecting them too. And here's a fun thing to remember about social distancing. It also keeps you away from transphobes. No one can clock you. If you're inside your house.
If you're in your house.
No one can harass you. No one can talk shit about you. No one can be a jerk. Or use your old name.
You don't have to see that coworker. You don't have to see that friend of a friend. You don't have to run into that ex. You are free from transphobes.
Yep.
Unless you're not and you live with them.
Yeah.
And I'm really sorry if you do and write to us and we love you and we're so sorry you're in this situation. But for everyone else,
be brave. Be brave in that situation.
Yeah,
get through this, all right?
We're all soldiers fighting this war in one way or another.
Yep, sexy soldiers.
Well, thanks for those tips.
Yeah.
Listeners, if you could think of helpful tips for trans girls or trans guys.
And non-binary people, too.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
Write in, comment, give us all of your information. I'm sure you're all coming up with a lot of things, pros and cons, about this weird new world we live in. But most of all, we just wanted to let you know that we love you and we're thinking of you and we're hoping for the best. And when this is all over, we're going to be happier and come out the other end.
Yeah, this is hard
better.
for us. This is hard for me. I'm pretty sure that my surgery is going to get rescheduled or canceled. So that's kind of where I am right now. I am on tenterhooks right now.
It's a month and a half away if it
is.
happens.
They said anyone who's within a month, your surgery's getting canceled / rescheduled. Mine is not within 4 weeks. Mine is within 6.5 weeks.
So we haven't been told anything yet, but we're not hopeful.
I'm not hopeful. Everything has been like, we need the hospital beds. This is only getting worse, blah, 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 blah. So that's the mayor and the governor saying blah, blah, blah. They're just old rich white guys. That's them. Yeah. The surgeons are going to do their best. Like, I know the vagina installing robot isn't going to be needed for this. It's the hospital bed.
Wait, you don't know that. Maybe it is also a ventilator.
Maybe it's a ventilator building robot.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Are you a doctor?
I'm not.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody.
All right, everyone. Stay strong.
Yes. Stay gorgeous.
Get your news from the CDC and not from other sources. If you're confused, go straight to the CDC. There's always a lot of misinformation in situations like this. Don't listen to us.
Yeah, why are you listening to us? Oh my God.
I mean, listen to us like for entertainment, but not for health advice. We've been told many times by the FDA that we should not be dispensing health advice.
Countless cease and desist letters.
Nor should we be performing surgeries in our van in an alley. Hey. Free lungs.
Everyone's telling you one thing or another.
Yeah,
I can't keep it straight.
So much. Do the surgeries, don't do the surgeries. I'm confused. And anywho, don't take medical advice from us. Go straight to the CDC, Centers for Disease Control, down in Atlanta, or Hotlanta, as they call it. And, hang in there, everyone.
Stay home. Stay healthy. Stay safe. We love you. And we'll talk to you next time.
Yeah, and the nice thing is you might get some more Gender Rebels content during this time because we're just as bored as you are.
We're pretty bored, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, everybody.
Bye-bye. Bye.
If you've enjoyed this episode and want to help us keep making more great content, go to patreon.com/genderrebels.
Please leave a 5-star review on iTunes.
And send your questions to questions@genderrebels.com. Or find us on Twitter @TheGenderRebels.
Music for The Gender Rebels is by Jasper the Colossal. Follow the link down below or download them on iTunes today.
And for all our episodes, visit genderrebels.com.
The Gender Rebels is a Come Back Sync production. Copyright 2020. All rights reserved.
And to all you Gender Rebels out there, keep rebelling.
Bye.
Bye.